Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Tap foul at the plate. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk makes the grab, one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's the rookie third baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. One out, base is empty.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
A little bit low. Nope. Ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And now it's William Contreras. That one fouled off. Oh, one down. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two out, space is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And a pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Barger. And that'll do it. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at Rogers Center, on the hill here today, Freddie Peralta. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, Hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
We go to the bottom of the first, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. And that one in the air center field. Perkins makes the catch, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays.
Addison Barger.
And now, Addison Barger. In the air to left center. Collins sizes this one up. Out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Perkins brings it in, and the inning is over. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Here comes Christian Yelich.
The designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Bieber back to work. And there's a foul ball. Bieber ready to fire now. And that's fouled off. Just misses. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One, 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one off the mark. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Finds its way through, base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Andrew Vaughn now. Now one missed.
1-0.
Bieber checks the runner. Yelich dives back in. Runner at first with no outs here. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. fouled off. He was late. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Yelich goes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Guerrero. And there's one down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Next for the Brewers, Isaac Collins. And ball one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And that is out of play. Ball to strike. Yelich goes. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Yelich leads off second with one gone in the inning. In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Barger sizing this one up. He's got it. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. A changeup missing. 1-0. Runner at second, two down. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Jays,
Bichette up to the dish.
Bichette.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Line drive caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. First pitch, and he just misses.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
One down, base is empty. So two balls and no strikes. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Called strike right there. And that one popped in the air, left field. Perkins in and to his right. And it's caught for the out.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Alejandro.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail here 1-0. Back now in Toronto. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andrew Monasterio. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Nabs it, and there's one down.
The right fielder, number 10, Sal.
Back to the top of the lineup, Sal Frelick getting ready to hit. First time up was a pop out. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Hit in the air, center field. Varsho racing over to make the catch.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets it 1, 2, 3. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Line drive. Full extension, makes the catch.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Ernie Clements.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
You know, I was watching his
Batting
rounds
ninth,
during batting
the
practice
second
today.
baseman,
So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That missed by a
Ball one, no
lot.
strike.
And that's ball one. Jimenez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Perkins brings it in. 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. Fly to center his first time. Fought off foul. There goes the runner. That one ripped. Gone. A 2-run homer. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Vaughn. That's out number 3. The Jays get a pair on this homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, William Contreras. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Singled and scored his first time. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Now fly ball to right center. Varsho moving under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. Gone in order are the Brewers. And they trail it here 2-1. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero Jr.
There's a swing and a drive. It falls in, and that's a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he grounds one back up the middle. A dive, he's got it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no
fielder,
time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's in there. 0-1. Runner on at third, one gone. That one to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Now
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Line to left. Collins makes the catch, inning over. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Brewers 1. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Isaac Collins. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Liner, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
This is Bryce Terang. On the ground, 2 ball. Jimenez over to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Blake Perkins now at the plate.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
First pitch misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Bieber checks the runner. Back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Runner on the move. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Terang, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. One and 2 now. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Out. Over to first. Safe.
The batter, the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Now it's the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Popped out and foul ground first time through. And a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it, and that is that. Brewers strand 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Peralta back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Terang over to first in time.
Now
and the leadoff man set down, and they're half the 5th. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses. Ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1-1.
Close, but called the ball. And a count 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So a man at first. Andres Jimenez will hit next. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That one at 95, missed up top, ball one. Just missed.
That ball went out.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the lineup flips over, and the batter is George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. One run is in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
new
the
pitcher
Brewers,
now, Tobias Myers.
number 36.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Ground ball left side. Base hit. One run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 6-1.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runner at first with 2 away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Rips one to right. And that is the third out of the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Brewers 1. New inning getting started. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Varsho makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Caleb.
Now the third baseman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
In the air, right field. Barger under this one. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The batter, the catcher, William.
2 outs, base is empty.
Contreras.
Now, William Contreras. That's hard hit in the line. Corrals it, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Brewers 1. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 6, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Myers, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. There's a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Sizes this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that's way high, and it's 1-0.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
It gets down, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now
a lot of hitters tell themselves,
fielder,
line drive over the
Nathan
infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. Kirk leads off first with 1 away. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only
now
1 away.
The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
So up next, Ernie Clement. He's 2 for 2. That's out to center field. Perkins under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. The 3-run dinger, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tobias Myers gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Eric Fetty.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's the DH, George Springer. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Hauls it in to end the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. And that is gone. And Yelly leaves the yard. It's 9-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now, Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not in the Hall of
your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. This to third. Clement over to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Isaac Collins.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Shane Bieber, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Louis Varland.
Number 77.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Right through there for a strike. Varland fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Bichette whips it to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Tap to first, and that's foul. And that one is lifted in the air and makes the play, and that's out number 3. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 9-2 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Addison Barger. And he takes a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one misses.
2 strikes.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one upstairs, ball 1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Perkins makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball. Line drive. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit.
The center fielder, number 5.
2 outs,
Dalton
runner at first. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. That missed
1-0.
inside, and that's ball 1. Base knock center field. And out to aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
So up next for Toronto,
Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3. That's a little high.
Ball 1.
And that is ball 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Yeah.
Out to short, Monasterio. Slings to first, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. 8th inning coming up. Jays 9 and the Brewers 2. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Blake Perkins. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And down on strikes he goes. One out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And that's in there for strike 1. The other way. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now the number 2 hitter. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Frelick on at second with 2 down. And that just misses.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 7. It's 9-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Fetty back to work. Ball
Outside,
1, no strikes. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Easton McGee up and throwing. Ashby warming up as well. The 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Perkins makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie
Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That's in there. 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. This one popped up. Monasterio. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, Jays 9 and the Brewers 2. Back now in Toronto, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 9-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Here's Yelich at the dish. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Varland goes 6'1", 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Vaughn in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Louis Varland departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Tommy
the Blue
Nance
Jays.
into the game.
And you know,
45.
bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Collins at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nance is just 1 strike away. Ripped on a line to center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.